told before, there are troubles behind closed doors, but don't ever go breaking windows just to see. If it were up to me, your world would live in harmony, and the pain it caused you'd soon just disregard. You'd soon just disregard. A man with a microphone can stand behind his podium and sway his words to make you scared or angry. But I wish you all would know it's that man with that microphone. The last thing on his mind is helping you and me. But it's just wishful thinking. What a wonderful waste of my time. No one's listening. Dreaming in black and white. I saw a story once, it seemed to go on for months. The flags were waved to show them we were surely proud. But what made it so hard to me is that never took any energy. It just took them all to die to make you say it out loud. But it's just wishful thinking. What a wonderful waste of my time. No one's listening. Dreaming in black and white.
Keep it going, buddy. Keep it going.
Don't you wonder how things get where they are now? It's like everyone's oblivious. My life trying to down. It's just wishful thinking. What a wonderful waste of my time. No one's listening. Dreaming in black and white. Dreaming in black and white. Dreaming in At the ripe age of 24, a young man's close to war. His mother cried the day she heard the news. But all the love she would send, all of the money went, wouldn't stop the worry or the bullets when they flew.
On last night's episode, I told the whole world, the few listeners that I had, that it was brought to you by tastypreps.com. Well, Tasty Preps, I don't know much, but I know that they don't sponsor my show, and they probably taste like shit. They probably taste nothing like Yummy Preps. Yummy Preps, YUMMY, yummypreps.com, which is, for where I live, the best locally sourced and chefed prep meal plan program that there is. Yummypreps.com. Chef Thomas Church, check it out. Yummypreps.com. And thank you for being part of the show. Hey, everybody! Mick Motherwell here with another episode of Self-Awareless. I do have to stress that this is an episode of Self-Awareless, not an episode of Bagpipes to Banjos, even though I have a fantastically amazing musician on the show. He's been part of the Bagpipes to Banjos family of episodes, and he will be part of that again. But tonight, he is not only an incredibly talented artist, however, tonight he's also my guest, but he's the host of a comedy, really fun podcast called Down Here on Earth. The link is in the share box. Check that out. It's really fun. And look, this guy does. Like I said, when he plays guitar, he plays better than anyone else. When he plays piano, when he writes stuff. By the way, the intro was Aaron Lane. What a song, music and lyrics by himself. We'll talk briefly about that because it's not a Bagpipes to Banjos. It's a Self-Awareless where we're tied on a little buzz. So without further ado, I don't know where that came from. France, probably. Let's talk about France. Before we get Aaron on to interrupt everything I'm fucking here to say, real quick, this episode is presented by Yummy Preps. Check out yummypreps.com. Like, where I live, there's nothing that beats it. There's nothing that beats it. If you're on keto, they'll take care of you. If you're a fat piece of shit, they will take care of you. Get on the yummypreps.com plan if you live in or around Southeast Georgia. Those guys are amazing. Aaron Lane, what up, brother?
What's up, man? I don't know where to look. Here it is. Hey, how you doing?
There it is, man. I'm doing fantastic, dude. You're getting so close to not being the Wish.com Josh McGowan. You're almost becoming the Frank Sinatra version of Josh. Like if he wanted to be cool, there he would look. No, seriously, I always give you shit about that. I think it's an ongoing joke within these local musicians. You look great, man. You sound great. Thanks, you got a whole setup over there. What's going on with you?
Man, I have just been trying to gig as much as I can after everything going on.
Make crazy, right?
Yeah, for sure. Make as much money as I can doing that.
Okay.
Try to stay afloat.
Well, before we go into bullshit and talk and whatever, and how weird my shirt looks, you should not wear vertical when you're fat. But
that's what they say.
Before we go into where can I see you, where can I hear you? Like, what are you doing now and in the near future where people can find out who you are and YouTubes and all that shit? Give me that.
This Thursday, I'll be at the Palace Saloon in Fernandina, right? Yeah. Right? Is that's
great place.
I have flyers somewhere. And then Friday, I'll be at the Village Inn and Pub. I believe that's what's going on.
Oh, God. All right. So are you on Facebook.com/$1 or are you like Aaron Lane Music or some shit?
Aaron Lane Music. Facebook.com/Aaron Lane Music. I just shared that.
Okay, cool.
That song from there.
All right. If you comment on this somehow, some way, we can post it. But
absolutely.
That's what comedy podcasts are about, is a little bit of fucking up.
Okay, yeah. Thursday at the Palace Saloon. From 8 to midnight, Village Inn from 7:30 to 10:30. So come on.
So, time. All right. Other than this Thursday and Friday, because a lot of my people hear my episodes later, Facebook.com/Aaron Lane Music.
That's it.
Facebook.com/Down Here on Earth Podcast.
Not yet. I got to work on that. I think that
I found that shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, hell yeah. You know better than me. That's funny.
So here's what we'll do. We'll share my screen. And we will just go back and back and back.
Yeah, check all that stuff out. Got some other original music.
get there real quick. Shit.
Every time of my life.
There it is, man. So it is actually, I do a little bit of research. People think I'm a joke.
Got to, man.
Because I have a micro penis. Because I have a huge dick. I mean, but Down Here on Earth, Facebook.com, Down Here on Earth podcast. That is you. Believe it or not, it is you. Look.
It is.
There.
Check that.
Let's look at your intro. This intro's great.
I wrote this song as well, obviously.
You wrote this?
Yeah.
Cool. So, believe it or not, when you were drunk one night, you did, in fact, set up a Facebook website for your podcast. So, anyway, everybody, Facebook.com/Aaron Lane Music. That's a double A-Ron.
A-Ron.
Facebook.com/Down Here on Earth podcast. Aaron just learned about that. And number 3, you look fucking fantastic, dude.
Thanks, bro.
I almost dressed in a fucking suit. I knew you were coming hard, dude.
You should.
I knew you were coming hard.
Should have known.
I knew you were. Your fucking hair looks good too. Like, you got that thick, dude. That's a good looking guy there, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of good looking guys,
I was about to say, man. Talking about me.
Goddamn right, I'm one of them.
That's right.
I'm in the club, dude. We totally agree on shit. I don't even know where to go with this. We haven't talked in a while. What's been going on? Just concerning you at all? And I'll rant.
I have no idea, man. You put me on the spot, bro.
I've
been eating a lot of food every day.
Let's talk. We'll first start with the Bernie memes.
Oh,
I saw a Bernie meme today, or a tweet today. It was like, all you fucking people putting Bernie in your kitchen and shit on these memes. It's like, it's because you're missing him. It's because you missed out. You wish he was there. And look, I'm that guy. I stand pretty fucking on the fence for a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like what's wrong, and I like what's right. And we can talk about all that. But at the same time, man, I was a big Bernie guy, man.
Yeah, man.
Big Bernie guy. Because I think he would have been a great stopgap after Obama.
He's very consistent. That I always say that about him. He's always been the same. You can always count on him to do what you think he's going to do but it's,
it is.
God, this is hilarious.
This cop podcast
is
hilarious.
God,
it's hilarious. I'm going to miss the shit out of Trump. I mean that.
Just for entertainment.
I'm going to miss him so much. And fuck, I had something right on my mind, but I'm way too drunk for this.
Woo.
I'm not drunk. Trump has brought, you like him or not, he's brought because he's that entertainer and that mold of that reality TV star that people hated on and shit, right? Let's get that and not be offended. He has brought politics to the forefront.
Oh my God.
Big time in history. And maybe he was a pawn in the fucking game. Maybe he wasn't. But Twitter and all that shit, more interested in politics than ever before.
Absolutely. For good reason, I would believe.
Go for it, dude. This is the comedy podcast.
Right. It's just wild. It's wild. People hate me enough as it is. So I try to keep
Awareless.
Man, it's just wild to see after the whole Capitol thing. You have like 3 sets of people. You have people who are like Antifa. That's Antifa. That was the Antifa people.
Right.
They infiltrated and made stuff. And then you have people who agree with, 3 types of Trump supporters, whatever. Then you have
that should be the third one you have to say. One, it's Antifa. 2, go ahead.
2, they agree with them. They think they're like patriots or whatever, and they are, everything stolen. And 3, you have, of course, You have I was railing them off earlier, man. But I mean,
you just have the people that think. So I think you've got the people that agree with them, which is a small minority.
Or
people that think it's Antifa, but then you also have the idiots that will follow anyone into the building.
Right. Well,
I
you
think
also
that might
have
be where you're going there. Like
you have Trump supporters that are like surprised by those people's actions too.
Right.
They're like, oh my god, like, and disappointed.
I had a guy the other day.
I feel like that's a few.
Like, I had a guy the other day that we were like same team for a minute. You know, we were agreeing on the differences that we had.
Right.
If that made sense. And then it was just like, something was said, and I think it changed a lot of people's minds. Because it's just everything went silent, like, you know, but it was just, we can't blame all those fucking people. Trump didn't make sure all those people did that. Blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, and I don't remember the conversation. I could probably bring it up, but I don't have the kind of money or time to do that.
Right.
But I just said, well, he wouldn't have won without those people.
Right.
So you can't be embarrassed now.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't pick and choose as much as they give us shit, or not even us, just anyone shit that's not on their side. Well, hold on. He wouldn't have won without your embarrassment. Listen, that was not 3,000 Antifa
right.
folks. Like, you know, there was idiots that followed, idiots that live in trailers in Mississippi Delta. They're like, yeah, he's doing it for me.
But also,
go ahead.
Well, also people like who I just love. There's always like when Black Lives Matter were up there doing all that shit. They're like, y'all need to go work. Y'all need to go to work. Y'all need to go get your job. It's like, who are all these?
Why the fuck are you there on a Tuesday?
Wednesday, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Wednesday. I just know that.
Like, go to work, bro. What are you doing? Jesus. And then there's the lady with the onion. Did you see the lady with the onion?
Oh man, that's
my
so
God.
good. We can play that. You want to play that for everybody?
Absolutely. Did you want to play the music one? That one's pretty funny.
Which one's the music one?
If you are on my
Hold on, I gotta check out my
Facebook
Google
page.
searches. What? Oh, your Facebook page? Well,
I don't know.
what's her name?
Aaron Lane.
Not your name. Onion Woman.
Revolution. Yeah.
Music?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Probably. It's on YouTube for sure. I saw it on Reddit.
Oh, Brandon F. Is this it?
Let me see it. Hold on. Let me go back to where you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I? No. That's my fault, dude.
Well, I wasn't on this screen.
Oh, that's me. That's my fault.
Oh yeah, first one. Bam. Oh my God.
All right.
So hard at this.
Oh, this is great, dude. Yeah,
God,
piano. Yeah, I saw this. All right, so we'll check it out for everybody.
It's fantastic.
Come on now. There we go.
It's weird because it's a worldwide pandemic.
So
I feel like
I'll
I'm
tell you
at
during
peak
this
health.
stupid commercial.
I can bench press my fridge.
I love that.
I actually
you have to come
have
and see the
YouTube
art
Premium,
installation that
but on
Joe
my
created on our new
personal,
porch.
not this one.
Right.
There's no ads.
So
I can watch
vivid. Is
YouTube
that
anywhere, everywhere. I can
Vegan
do any- I can do
taxidermy.
6
Teaching a
apps
Zoom
and
class
YouTube
now.
will
I'm
still
teaching
play.
a Zoom class
It actually
too.
gets
It's
annoying.
about traveling
Right.
in your
How
life.
YouTube like
I'm reading
stays in your
encyclopedia.
life.
It's like
I'm on
Jesus
8.
Christ.
Wow.
But at the same
How
time,
about you,
I
Sam?
didn't think about this during my fucking podcast.
How you doing?
That
That's
there's a fucking
Uh,
all right, so this is it.
What happened to you?
I got this.
What happened to
You got
you?
me. What happened? You were trying to go inside the
Yeah,
Capitol?
I made like a foot inside and they pushed me out and they maced me.
What's your name? Where are you
My
from?
name is Elizabeth. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
And why did you want to go in?
It's a revolution.
This is fantastic.
God.
By the way, for anyone that hasn't seen that video,
Oh
we're gonna have to go back.
God. It's just
She has.
Doom, 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 doom.
So we can talk about the music and we can talk over it now that everyone's seen it. But if anyone hasn't seen it, check out the onion in the bitch's hand.
In the towel. There's an onion.
In the towel, there's an onion. So she might have been Antifa. I don't know. QAnon. I don't give a fuck what she was. But we caught you with
What
a
is it?
goddamn onion.
I see why people have these conspiracy theories. I understand why people think that but is that like what they say crisis actors are, what the fuck ever? Is that where they get the idea from that? Is it just good TV? Is it like
they
there's
could have done
obviously
that 30, they could have done that 10 seconds beforehand.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're gonna give you this onion. You're
Boom.
just walking by. You're from Milwaukee. Your name's not whatever the fuck.
We'll give you $200. We'll give you $200.
Yeah. Here's $120.
Bam.
She says two.
I did.
She gets two.
Exactly. Oh my God! Just that. Oh my.
So
I
the
lost
music's
it, bro.
fantastic, but I want people to see The Onion if they haven't seen it.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
And I don't even know where I was going with it. But watch this bitch with The Onion.
I'm gonna grab a drink in the meantime.
You go ahead. I'll turn your fucking.
What happened to you?
I got maced.
You
I got
maced?
Yeah,
And what happened? You were trying to go inside the
I
Capitol?
made like a foot inside and they pushed me out and they maced me.
What's your name? Where are you
My
from?
name is Elizabeth. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
See?
Why did you want to go in?
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
There it is, boys and
Thank
girls.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good stuff. Guys, check out yummypreps.com. That's the best fucking food service around where I live. Check out cyberfmradio.com. They're the shit.
Drinking Trulies, bro.
Oh, dude, I hate it, but I love it. You know, I gotta
I
do
hear
what
you.
I gotta do.
I'll be honest with you. I was at a music festival one time, and God, it's so hot out there, you know, and especially if you're playing music, you like don't want to get too dehydrated. But I was just like, I'm drinking. What's the other one? It's not Truly's.
White Claw.
White Claws. I was like, I'm getting some White Claws, bitch.
I'll tell you, those are the two, like, they branded themselves, and all these other guys have tried to, like, Mick Ultra, Bud Light, Natty. They've all tried, and they, in my opinion, they have not fucking touched it.
It's failed. I don't buy that shit.
Now,
Who buys
I
that
don't want
shit?
to talk about my weight loss and my truly drinking because I fucking hate it. But I do want to talk about what you just said. You said your last music festival, you were drinking White Claws, which means to me that you've been to a fucking music festival way more recently than I have.
Well, this was
Your drinks
it was right when shit was going down. It was like the first week of March.
last year.
Yeah, 2019. And it was right. They were thinking about canceling it because it was getting worse. It was right on the edge. Well, of course, the fucking government knew that shit was awful, but they just didn't tell us.
Man, we're done.
Yeah,
Y'all should do the same thing. And
exactly.
Nah, we'll get as much money as we can till fucking March. And we'll figure it out.
Ain't it? But what do you do? What do you do? I mean, you know,
festival. Good God, hindsight, and I want to hear your story, but hindsight is, I wish on March 18th, before all this shit happened, I was at a music festival. You know what I mean? Like, I'm craving just a concert with 1,000 people just hugging and kissing and just dancing. You know what I mean?
Putting
but go ahead.
In each
Tell
other's
me
mouth.
about your last
Absolutely.
music
Yes. We played, what was it? Swamp Town Get Down in March.
Where's that?
That's Waycross, Georgia. Swamp Town Get Down is at the Waycross Fairgrounds.
Right down the road, everybody.
Yeah, right there, man. It's an awesome weekend, man. I hope they probably won't do it at the beginning of this year. Hopefully by September they'll do the Graham Parsons again. There's the Graham Parsons guitar pool, which is just an ode to Graham Parsons, who was, you know, from Waycross. But dude, that's always a fucking great time, dude. Always. Yeah. I usually play in the Swamp Town Get Downs because it's more rock and roll kind of.
It's more like a get down.
Exactly. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh, that's cool, man. So you played it. Do you so when you play, especially a music festival, do you play and get the hell out of there for a next gig, or do you play and like, hey, we're staying there for 3 days? And
for sure. Well,
how would you say it differs from a musician playing or a booked gig and like just a fan going for the weekend?
Honestly, for those, you usually don't get paid. They usually have free beer because they're sponsored by somebody. But you get well, you get free beer.
Where I used to come from.
And then they'll give you somewhere to, like, you can camp there for free all weekend.
That's a decent deal.
Absolutely. You just bring a fucking tent. But everyone's super nice. Like, there's no fights. There's hardly There's nothing. Like I mean, people get naked and do dumb shit at like 2 a.m, but we won't talk about that.
Well, that's what happens in in Holland. Like weed's legal, right? And like they can buy alcohol at soccer games, but they don't do too much of it. And you never see fights and riots. Maybe every once in a while you see some naked dude doing something stupid.
Like a place for everything and everything in its place.
You know, you want to talk about legalizing it? We can talk about that. You know what I mean? It's annoying how annoying it is to know that, like, look at these music festivals with all these guys that can get $3 beers and they drink a bunch of them, but they're not fighting anybody.
I went to a baseball game in Tampa Bay.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Tampa Bay.
Yes, sir.
Or
And
I don't fucking know.
Nope. What is it? Fuck.
803
727.
Let's fucking look it up.
727.
Share
100%.
that fucking screen, man. Share that screen.
100%.
727 is what you're saying?
And because I lived down there for a bit.
656, you stupid piece of shit.
Okay, St. Petersburg, which is where the Tampa Bay Stadium is
okay. 813 is the next one.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it, dude.
St. Petersburg
We'll do it.
or
St.
Clearwater.
Petersburg.
Either one.
Okay, so now it's either one. Oh, we got to hit area code. All right. There, man, you're about to look. Oh, 727. You still didn't say.
No, that's what I said, you bitch.
Oh, is it? I was trying to play one on you and then fucking scream Clearwater and see if it's different. Let's see Clearwater fucking is.
Dude, come on, dude.
Oh, it is 7. I was trying to switch one on him. Like,
Clearwater as well.
Let's look for Clearwater.
We have Tampa, which is, the inside of the bay, and then St. Petersburg is a little peninsula that comes down.
Fuck Tampa.
I don't even remember what I was talking about to bring that up anyway. So
all right, you lived in Tampa. Don't worry about it. It's my job. Are you a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan?
Oh, that was it. I was at I went to a baseball game at the Rays Stadium, and dude,
worst stadium in the MLB.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Big fucking shed.
It's a big dome, but it's definitely all concrete. It's all concrete.
I went and saw Roger Clemens play there.
Oh, I saw.
I was in college and we drove down from Valdosta because it was
that's Braves, right? Roger Clemens. I don't know.
No. He was playing for the Yankees, but he's playing against the Devil Rays.
Cool.
They were at the time.
Classic as fuck, dude. Yes.
Right, dude. But
that was on
the worst stadium ever. It's a big concrete fucking
it's just a dome.
barn.
Yeah, it's fucking
dome too, but
it's a big. What are those things that you mash salsa in? That's what it is. That is what it is.
1,000 times the size.
Exactly.
Millions.
Oh,
times.
God.
I don't know.
So I'm not math.
What are they called? What do you mash salsa in?
I have fucking no idea.
I don't know, man.
That's awful because I just had this conversation. And so I can tell you.
Back to that. You went to a game there.
$5 beers or $6 beers. It's ridiculous.
Not terrible nowadays.
Oh, I know, right? Well, I guess that was in 2014.
I'll tell you, I went to I stopped seeing Dave Matthews. Listen, I appreciate him. He introduced me to everything I love. He was my little first date, Lost my jam virginity to Dave.
Woo! That's hot.
Bye. But the last time I went was like $14 beers. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me?
Oh my God.
He's tired. Like he's sick. Like
this isn't even like Bud Light. It's just like
it's just like water at a fucking festival or at a shitty venue.
It's Spud Light. Spud Light.
Mud Light.
There you
Mud
go.
Light.
Oh,
Mud Light.
Dud Light. Coming to a place near you.
We got 17 of these. We got 24 left. 23 left now.
Are you fucking ready for this?
Yeah. Are you ready for
this
Bud
fucking
Light?
gold? You're welcome.
Sounds like a shit thing.
God damn.
Oh, fuck, man. We're good at this.
Yes.
So back to
premium.
Into a game there where that was the MLB team, but
yeah.
Talk about this week and what's going on. Were you a Tampa Bay Bucks fan at all?
No, but it's pretty interesting that they got Tom Brady and
pretty
shit.
Interesting, right,
dude? And they aren't they going to the goddamn Super Bowl?
They're there. Yeah, they're in the Super Bowl.
The first,
I think they're favorites.
People give
Oh,
him
no, they're
so
not
much
favorites.
shit.
They'd be favorites.
People give Tom Brady so much shit, but he literally is on the Bucs for 1 year, and they are going to the Super Bowl.
So I can't factually confirm it. That's we can look it up. But someone told me this is the first year they've been in the
I
playoffs
guarantee it.
since they won the Super Bowl in 2002.
Oh, okay.
18 years they haven't made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Brady joins for
They've been
1 year.
terrible.
Yeah, what up? So I've got into it. A lot of differing opinions. This is not a sports podcast, but it's random. I said, look, if he wins a Super Bowl, he's got to be done, right? He's the only legendary quarterback that was like, I won this many. I went to one more team. I want, like, he didn't work. He didn't, like, go out a fucking piece of shit. I know he's got drive, right? But what do you think? If he wins this, he's got to go, right? He's got to be done.
I mean,
Got to be.
everyone, you always leave when you're on top.
Right, but he's
Got
the
to
kind of guy that'll stay. That's
Oh,
my
absolutely.
thing. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And it's
I get what
like,
you're saying.
who can tell him to fucking...
Hey, man, just
man,
hang it up. Go be a fucking
This is
sportscaster.
great. You are the greatest ever.
No doubt.
You just did it with another team on 1 year. Like we're saying, stop. But who can talk him into that, man? I mean, he cheated on a supermodel with another supermodel. So it's not like he's worried about the pussy he can get.
Ain't it?
So what power does anyone have over him to be like, hey, man, you got to chill?
Ain't it?
Ain't it?
He ain't nobody's bitch. That's for sure.
Oh, that's damn right. Remember, he was fucking like, he had a supermodel pregnant, and then fucked another, like, cheated on her with another supermodel. My God, dude. What a
Excellent.
fucking guy.
What a piece of shit, right?
What a fucking crazy shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I love the live shows because sometimes you're the only one watching, and it's great.
I'm here for you, man.
And, no, it's great, but, I mean, that's part of being – you got to think, man, when you're on Facebook and you're scrolling, live video can keep your attention for 30 seconds tops.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't give a
Watch it
shit.
later. Yeah.
Trust me, bro. I play music. I know.
Exactly.
No one.
Speaking of playing music, man, let's just get into bullshit. Whatever. Trying to think. Have you what's your biggest honor of like where you could play and what you ever did in music?
Oh, man. Red Rocks. I would just love to play Red Rocks, man.
Oh, that's a
Oh, you mean that's actually happened?
yeah. What's happening to you? That's like, damn, man, that was fucking tough.
Okay, when my brother and I were in this band way back in the day, the Red Bugs, we started getting a decent following, playing like Southern rock and country and kind of some weird shit too. Yeah. That was a little off-brand, but
got that in your locker
for sure. Because Austin had some songs that he had written that were my brother. That were a little kind of alt rockish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But good, not like fucking that. I say good. Excuse me. People have different opinions. Yeah. I don't like
I really don't like
butt rock stuff.
That's more emo.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
My opinion. Like,
no worries.
I love you, dude. If I had the money, serious, no shit. If I had the money in my back pocket, I would take your ass on tour or on some kind of fucking. No, I think you are uber talented. And my opinion is obviously humble when it comes to, music critics and musicianship and all that. But I think you are. I swear to God,
thanks,
I convinced my wife to be like, yeah, man, we're taking this guy up.
Hell yeah.
I think your music, your lyrics are great.
Thanks,
you
man.
got a good look to you. No shit, but you've definitely got it.
Thanks. Means a lot.
The conversation just went to me going, I didn't like that shit.
And
I'm not saying shit.
No, it's fine.
We were just talking about your brother Austin. Not my style. So I would
you.
never find him interesting, or I would never find him. Do you know what I mean?
I got you.
The demos just demos. And we can't talk shit about anyone that likes anyone.
Absolutely. That was when I had this. We played this gig at this fucking off-road park, right? out in Hortense.
RV park thing?
Yeah. No, it was like a mud park, like
Okay, like semi truck or not semi like
might as well huge mud trucks. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was like Trucks Gone Wild is what it was called.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to play until like 1 or 2 in the morning, but the cops got there at about 12 o'clock, 12:30, and we're like, people are complaining because they got church in the morning because it's Brantley County.
Where we are, isn't it?
Exactly. There's no noise ordinance. They really had nowhere to stand on, but they weren't about to fight the cops on it. So we were like, somebody went out there and they're like, let them play one more song. Let them play one more song. And it was there was literally about even the whole show. I'm starting with this end thing, but the whole show, there was like at least 500 people, which is, it's not much to most people,
big,
but
dude,
it was a good time.
That's
so
big.
It was nut to butt up in there. You know what I'm saying?
People, yeah.
So
put them in line for a hamburger one at a time. You'll wait 3 hours.
Ain't it? That's true.
Like,
that's a good way to put it.
That's a lot of people, dude. That's a lot. Very cool.
And
again, humbling, right?
Right, for sure. So the last song that we did, after they're like, let him do one more song, my brother played one of his like original, and we were all just like, because we had talked about ending the show with "Killing in the Name of" by Rage Against the Machine, and I just sing that one, and the keyboard player would play bass, and we had 2 guitar players, and so it was just me with the microphone, you know what I'm saying, in front of like 500 people, and then the cops were telling us to leave in the last.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Music.
You hear that too?
The last lyrics of "Killing in the Name of" it's obviously "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me," and then it's like so many people like getting so crunk off of me just screaming that at the top of my lungs, and then there's like cops like telling us to leave and shit, and it was after they had already told us to leave, obviously, or shut it down, whatever you want to say, but that was. Which was in 2012, if that makes you
fucking entice a fucking riot.
And it's hard not to do that playing Rage Against the Machine, which is
literally called Rage Against the Machine.
Exactly. But that's like music, man, it can make you feel things for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Ain't it? That's my motto for this.
And it's one of the things I say a lot, but no, straight up, kind of back to you a little bit. Like, I mean it. I really fucking mean it. Your music makes me feel things. And I'll be honest, a couple people I've had on the show, don't get me wrong, are exactly the same way. I say exactly to a point. I know that you're original. I know that you're creative. I know that you're weirdly bit shy. Like you're one of those guys. Yeah, I put you on a webcam, you're great, but I put you on the stage, you're more focused on. In my opinion, as a
I hear you. I could work on that stage presence for sure.
I think again, I've mentioned a few times. You look good. You got everything going for you, but it's look. This is me saying it's tough to do both. It's not easy to just go up there and look like an ugly piece of shit and tell not funny jokes all the time. It's definitely not easy to go up there and get people into your music and then also be funny and charming. Again, this is not a critique as much as no. You're definitely one of my favorites, man. And it's you are just.
I appreciate you're
going places if you just stick with it. And here's what I'll say about it. I mean, I bomb all the time. That's stand up. That's trying to be. It's performing. It's art.
Get it, bro.
But you'll play places like I've seen it, like a goddamn like a consignment shop in the middle of a downtown.
Yeah.
Dude, you'll do that shit. You're always working, yeah.
Absolutely, got you, man. Make that money.
So you just take again. We talked about how honored you were to play in front of this masses that asked for one more song. I mean, that's fucking dope as shit.
For sure.
But you've got again, just you'll play in front of a goddamn consignment shop downtown about that stuff. That also being said, you've got a podcast.
Yes.
Down Here on Earth. It's a new podcast. You've got a way better setup than I do, so everyone needs to tune in. But so what is it about? Like, what's your message? I think what I'm seeing is you kind of do a different topic every week, and then you just take a funny take on it. But go ahead.
Well, I've got the first 2 episodes that I've got here are just like they were during Halloween, which is it's bad. It shows you how busy I've been since all that. But there were just 2 like scary story, like firsthand accounts from friends. I'd asked a bunch of friends on Facebook, hey, what's a scary story that, because you like, I mean, of course you have people that want to
believe,
or you have people that want to believe, but you have people that, and you have skeptics, and you have people that make shit up and ruin it for everyone. But most of the people that added to everything, I definitely believe their humble experience, at least, however, whatever the fuck happened. So there's some firsthand, secondhand, and then like I read a couple of the old scary stories to tell in the dark from that book.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun, and I made some music to go along with it. It's a lot of fun, but mainly the point of the podcast is just entertainment. That's like wholesome in a sense. Of course, I'm pretty crude,
wholesome, but lighthearted.
Right.
No twist that's gonna scare you to go to sleep.
Absolutely. I mean,
and that, yeah.
I talk a lot. I talk a lot about just in day to day. I had a lot of ideas about new episodes, but I listen to a lot of podcasts about like true crime and like cults and ghosts and stuff like that. I really like that. That's why I like the scary stories.
There's no reason to not plug your favorites.
Right. Last Podcast on the Left. I love Last Podcast on the Left. I love all those dudes.
I like that. Have you done My Favorite Murder?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They actually were on each other's. They were on each other's podcast.
Yeah.
They were like, but yeah, they're hilarious. Those 2 girls.
Keep going, man.
I love those guys. I love Armchair Expert with old buddy.
I don't know that one, man.
That's the dude Zach Braff.
Zach Braff.
I believe that's his name.
He turned into like a fucking cool dude.
Dude, he is pretty cool. He's married to what's that chick from Veronica Mars? You know
Is
that chick?
Who it is?
Yeah, they're married. Oh my god, dude, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
He's a pretty fucking dope guy, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, he seems like a.
I almost just typed in Zach Braff, beautiful. I almost just typed in beautiful wife, Zach Braff.
Beautiful. It's Jessica something. I'm pretty sure. Or I'm just completely stupid.
Oh, I can share this shit. Is it sharing already?
It's
All right, Zach Braff. Oh, she's had a few. It looks like he's had a few, but we'll see.
Kristen Bell. Excuse me, Kristen Bell.
No, that's Dax Shepard.
Dax Shepard. Excuse me, I'm stupid. Okay.
So Zach Braff is not who we're talking about.
Who is Zach Braff?
He's the one from Scrubs. Look at him.
Oh, I fucking hate that dude.
I don't hate him. I think he's all right. But
what else is he in besides Scrubs?
Garden State, dude.
What the fuck is that?
Great soundtrack. You should check it.
I will watch it. I will watch it.
Check it out, but you got to remember it was like 2004. You know what I mean?
I'll watch it.
But 2, I will say the same thing about Dax Shepard.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Douche.
I like his actual.
But now I like him. Better. He turned out to be a pretty cool fucking dude.
I like his. I didn't watch fucking Chips, but I.
No, me neither.
No, I like his actual real life personality. That's why I like.
A decent guy. Yeah.
He had an episode with Aubrey Plaza, whatever I don't know. But it was really good. I love that.
You want to get weird?
What?
I wasn't a big. I gotta share this. Wasn't a huge Aubrey Plaza guy. I mean, I liked her. She's hot, right? I stumbled upon this chick. I went so far to show my wife this chick because I'm like,
I'm sorry if this happens, but
it's we're just gonna do images, and I've got to make sure there's no tits. Yeah, no tits.
No titties.
Ready? Oh, you see it? Oh no, you don't.
I don't see it.
There it is. Look at her.
Oh, is that what is she from?
Oh, her name is Whitney Wright, and she's from 150,000 fucking crazy, anal, awesome, whatever, disgusting, squirting, lesbian, fuck me, point of view, tranny, fuck. I don't care whatever fucking category there is, she's in it.
A little bit
And
for everybody, you
Well,
know.
what I'm saying is, if you like Aubrey Plaza,
It's the
there you
wings,
are.
bro. It's
There
the
you are.
wings. But her
There you are.
that forehead, dog. I'm being rude. I am being
look,
so rude. Why are you doing this?
we can be rude. We can be rude all we want, but I can't show her ass.
Not nice.
It probably made more money than you and I this year.
Oh God, I'm sure.
Just her asshole.
Hold on. What's the leather right here?
I don't know what you're talking about. Where you at?
Left there. The right to the right of that one.
This
To the right. Yeah.
leather.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
I thought you said letter. Oh, nope. We got to make. We
very
gotta be
tiny.
careful,
It's
man.
fine. Whatever.
Oh, it's IMDb. So there's nothing offensive. It's IMDb. No,
Well, good.
no
Well,
leather.
that's good.
Yeah, she's. I swear to God, I talked to my
What's
wife.
your
I'm
dress
like, real quick. Check this out.
This is great. This is great.
She's like, we got to find you a better one.
This is disgusting.
I'm like, all right, we'll work on it.
What do you do? What do you do? You know, what do you do?
Hey, man, I just try to talk about honesty and see where it goes with people.
Boom.
It definitely doesn't work because I talk about shit like that. You damn right, Aaron. That's my man right there. I don't know where we were, to be fair.
I don't know where we are.
That's great. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Arrest photos for what? She's definitely overage because I've watched her getting fucked like crazy by 6 dudes. So
It's always good to be worried about that, though, buddy.
over 18. I'm
Make
pretty
sure you get it.
28.
Make sure you get that ID, bud. Good for you. Being vigilant. I killed my drink too fast.
Let's talk about that quickly. Not quickly.
Pedophilia?
No. Not pedophilia.
That's good.
However, on the same subject. Remember when Cuties came out?
Yes.
Shit like that.
It's weird.
And it's still happening, right? All the people that were like just posting. Like maybe your aunt from Wisconsin was doing it. But I had friends here in
Jesus.
Younger, just posting not only the Cuties video. Let's get over that. A week later, they're posting about how bad pedophiles are. Like no one else agrees with it.
Right.
Like they're telling the world that pedophiles.
What kills me too is the same people that are, I say the same people, some of the same people that are like, this is so gross. This is obviously exploiting children, put their kids in beauty pageants.
Every fucking year, twist them
disgusting,
around,
man.
cover them in makeup, dye their hair, make them push-ups at 6, and fucking and that's okay because they're getting judged by the mayor and the priest or the reverend,
Who are 50-year-old men or 60-year-old men.
They're respected in the community. The gym coach.
That's so disgusting.
Bullshit.
But like, I stumbled upon my old yearbook for my senior year, right? And I opened I'm like thumbing through, and you see the picture that they took of all the girls after the beauty pageant.
Leg up here.
But
shit like that.
But they're everyone except the girl who won is just devastated. You can just see the devastation on their faces. And it's so sad. It's like, dude, fuck what all these old pieces of shit think about you, dude. They wish even you're like, I'm going to grade your appearance. Like, why do you want to do that?
I'll tell you a little, it's not a secret, but it's a secret. I won prom king, homecoming king, spring king, and I gave my best friend that was second place on both the other ones. I said, no, give it to my buddy. I won't say his name. I gave it to him. So I was prom king too. I was the man in high school.
Bam.
But I'm not.
Makes one of us.
But I wasn't self-aware then, man. Like I didn't know like that was me going, this is giving children to motherfuckers. But at the same time, I just was the guy that was like, I don't give a shit, and I loved everybody, and everybody loved me, man. And in a weird way, like I was getting stoned with the stoners at 7 a.m., but I was also hanging out at Chick-fil-A at 9 a.m. with the popular chicks. You know, it was just, I didn't work hard to do it. I just was, I never gave a fuck then, and I don't give a fuck now. And the people that gave a fuck then are losing.
Absolutely. I was just so, I grew up in a very
rural.
Well, rural too, but like my family was very I was naive. I was very naive, even up until like my 12th grade year. It was after I graduated that like life really kicked me in the balls, and I was like, oh wow, I'm a fucking idiot. So I was not the coolest dude, but I did hop around. I never had like this one group of friends that I would hang out with. Of course, I would hop around to everyone, but that also meant that I wasn't like in the clique with like this certain group of people. So it has ups and downs for sure.
Well, it's
but
just
fuck them
to be alive, and you know,
absolutely.
Because just like you said, Aaron, it's after you're done with that tough. And I'm not saying everyone solves their problems freshman year of college or first year of work, but
somewhat
after you're done with that 4 years of, I'm telling you, that's the only reason I'm telling you, look at me, I'm homecoming king and shit, is because I didn't give a fuck about it. It was funny to me. Like, I literally, in the yearbook, I have a tuxedo that's way too tight. The buttons are about to pop out the page and hit you in the face. But I did it for, like, to be that guy.
That's great. That's fantastic.
And I didn't, and I'm not saying I was smarter than anyone then. But once I got to college and realized, like, oh, yeah, that's why I did that. I'm feeling better about myself. And yeah, man, once you get out of that, whether you're working at McDonald's or fucking taking a gap year or you're going to school or you're going to military, once you get out of that fucking fishbowl of high school, like you start to feel that independence and you get that peace of mind that says, I'm me and I don't really have to give a fuck about anything.
For sure. And I was very much like that. I always hated authority. Well, I grew up when I was like 12. I was like skateboarding, like downtown, like in town in Waycross, and I saw how, and we can go somewhere with this.
Go, dude.
I saw how cops and people of authority, or just like business owners and shit like that, I saw how mad they would get by us just skateboarding there, and also, but like these cops were fucking assholes, dude. To me as a fucking 12, 13-year-old kid, and me being surprised and being like, dude, we're just out here skating. Like, there were very few times where we were actually fucking shit up. I'm not saying we never fucked some shit up, but like,
I almost
really fuck. But like, it really, that perpetuated my like current beliefs that people can abuse their power and they can just treat people however the fuck they want to.
So I've talked about it on here. And for anyone that is new to listening to the show, that they do understand, I'm from a small town and I can't talk shit about the cops and stuff. But here's the deal. I won't. I've got friends that are police officers here and I love them very much.
Absolutely.
What
good cops.
It's like there's this agenda against bad cops, and that's bullshit to me. All cops are bad. That's bullshit.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
I'm not going to make
most
any
cops
of them,
are good.
I'm not going to make any of them scapegoats for being in a position that may hurt them and stuff. Not all the time. I guess not their fault. We'll get into that later. But again, not all cops are bad. Blah blah blah. You said it a minute ago about, I think it happened when you're 12, 13, 14. They've got this.
Absolutely.
Because we get a little smarter to it. And this is not an insult, by the way. You need to listen to my whole point, everybody.
Wait a minute.
They're making fucking $17 an hour.
Yeah.
And they've got two kids that want to go to ballet and softball or soccer or football or theater or piano lessons, Aaron.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
And that's, I'll tell you right now, the biggest problem is the lack of training, and that's down the budget. It's not their fault all the time. It's down the budget.
It's how they use their budget.
And again, lack of fucking salary. Who the fuck, if these guys got to go home on a Wednesday night after a 12-hour shift when they've been on 6 calls for domestic violence or maybe 2 child molesters.
Well,
and they're making fucking $40,000 a year. I'm not excusing any behavior.
I know.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's not fucking fair. And as soon as we take a little bit of that drone budget and put it towards the police force in this country, I'll guess what else you'll see? You'll see young black men fucking joining it.
Absolutely.
There's an opportunity to make money and have a successful life and do it right. You'll see young Muslim men joining it.
Absolutely.
No, it's lacking all that shit.
But you have you always hear about your county at the end of the year buying a motherfucking some tank or 18 vehicles because at the end of their year they have to buy something big so they get the same budget the next year. But just give people that money. Just put that in their salaries. I don't understand.
Did you say that we don't have enough money to we couldn't buy a tank this year.
Exactly.
We don't have enough money to. Guess what? You're going to get another $100,000 next year, hopefully.
Just
to
get
pay
it to the people
and get that to 50. Even if it's terrible, man.
It is, and that's what a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people get the wrong idea of hey, I look at these actions and I'm like with judgment. I'm like, hey. Wait, or what are we doing? As I'm being a complete dickhead and defund the police. I hate the police. Fuck the police. But no, use it well. Use the money well.
I preface this whole conversation with saying I'm not disrespecting the. But you know what I mean. But because of that attitude, I can get comments and shares. It's hey,
this fucking dude,
he hates you. You know what I mean.
But I love cops. I love good cops. They just scare me sometimes.
We do. But you know what I mean? But I'm not allowed to even, you know what I mean? And that's what sucks too. Like you just said, it just, the good news doesn't spread well. The bad news spreads quickly.
For sure. Absolutely. That's 100%. Yeah.
And it's bullshit.
It is. Because I understand why people get the whole back the blue thing. And I get why people are gung ho on it. Because they think that those people are discriminated against, and they were I care about these people. I know cops. I have cops in my family, or anything, and they're like, I have to do this. It's we're not talking bad about you and your husband, who's a good cop who cares about that shit. It's
probably small town Jess up the road.
Absolutely,
I'm not hating on
he does a good job.
There's so much that relates to this that people just get loud about, and on any side of the political spectrum, any side of the religious spectrum, any side of the alcohol spectrum. It's these little things that they're not the solution, but they're a Band-Aid that helps until we figure out the solution.
Right. We got to figure something out.
Everyone just masks. I get it. Masks aren't solving it, but they are cutting shit.
They're helping at least.
Wear it
just do it.
Until we figure it out. That's it.
Don't be so selfish.
We're not telling you to wear it and shut the fuck up and follow a leader and think this is the end all be all. It's not going to cure anything.
It's not fascism because you do have a choice.
We have more of a budget to fix half of you instead of all of you didn't wear masks. You know what I mean? It's the same as what you're saying.
For sure. Just do it.
What about the media, right? It's how many people are look at those fucking looters and
absolutely
shit. But here's the thing. The other side is look at all these pieces of shit cops. It's listen, it's 1 out of 100 of each side. And I get that.
For sure. Yeah. And that's everybody's always getting videotaped.
Right. It's 1 out of 100 bad cops, but that's who we focus on. And then it's 1 out of 100 peaceful protesters, all looters. And then both of us are going, oh, those fucking protesters, oh, those guys. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely. Well, they show the two. They only show the opposite sides of the spectrum. They're only showing you the worst of the worst on this side and the worst of the worst on this side. So everyone who thinks differently than someone else automatically thinks, and I deal with it firsthand on just like the stupid memes that I post. It's just like, just because you think this, I share this thing that says one thing about this subject, this other subject that happens to be left leaning gets brought into it because you're trying to sidestep the actual point I'm making, which is a good point. I don't share stuff that is, isn't thought provoking.
I'm not going to bring it in the screen, but I got into it with a black male yesterday, and a girl that's like, she got banned from Facebook and banned from my page that I run. I'm not one of those crazy admins, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I just run a page. And because she just kept getting flagged for all the fake news, and Facebook stepped up their game on that. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
No.
If there's no actual source.
Right. And she just kept getting removed, and they came to the admin page and they removed her for 30 days. And she came back and she was like, oh, look at me. And I saw her, it was just like, look at me. They censored me. Fuck you. Right. Well, I was like, hey, I'm the admin, or one of the admins here. I just want to let you know, like, this is what happened. And this guy hit me with, oh, man, your boy lost. You can't take it. And I'm like, first of all, you're not paying attention. You need to check it out. And I said, check out the Mick Motherwell podcast. And he still hits me with this and this. I'm like, I cannot believe how naive you are and how ignorant you are to what I'm telling you. And he's like, and I see where he came from, but he's like, oh, you silently, you sneakily diss my people.
How so? What is he saying?
I said she was naive and ignorant. And I got it. I know exactly where he was coming from, but I said, dude, that's a cop-out because I've just called you out 3 times, bro. Like, shut up.
You can't assume.
But he'd been calling me a Trump supporter the whole time. Like, listen, all you got to do is listen to one of my podcasts.
Ain't it, bro?
I don't support nobody, and especially fucking Trump. Like, I've been very against him.
But I understand.
But social
everyone
media
jumping to that.
Isn't it crazy?
I understand why.
Whatever side you're on, you're going to see one little thing and just boom, boom, boom.
For sure.
You're going to join it.
Well,
and
not everyone is as cognitive in their thinking. You know what I mean? And that's
Here's
not
a headline. Let me share it. You didn't even click and read for 3 minutes. You
right.
just saw a headline.
Headlines. Absolutely.
And I told him, I said, that's a Russian website. And it was something like, let's just say it was USCapitalInvaders.com. Well, if you click on it and you Google it, it's like, oh, yeah, this is
horseshit.
It's a Russian propaganda site. They thought I was an idiot for letting them know that. Russian websites on Camden? I'm like, you don't understand, dude. Like, they're there. Fucking idiot. Aaron, this has been great, man. I try to keep it around an hour or so. But I'll tell you, remember my safe word topics were like just people that you know and you've known for 10 years, but you don't actually know them. You just see them around town and shit.
Oh, man.
Someone that's worked at a gas station for 10 years that you know about. Someone that's worked at a restaurant for 10 years you know about. Someone that's worked at the McDonald's in town. Do you have anyone at the Walmart? Like, do you have anyone that you could just want to shout back? Damn, that's Miss Margaret. She's been serving me at goddamn Sitco for 6 years.
Not like 6 years, but the guy, there's a solar, it's like Solar Express. It's it's like a convenience store that was always right down the road from like 2 places that I used to live. And they're always super nice, man. Always super nice going in there. The solar over there by the creek.
Based out of, Aaron? Because I actually don't know. Where are you based? Where are you based out of, and where can you perform if anyone needs you?
I'm out of Waycross. I'm trying to expand some places. I'm trying to kind of move, maybe hub out of Brunswick. But as of now, I'm in Waycross. I play Yulee, Fernandina Beach, Jacksonville, Douglas, Georgia, Waycross, Georgia. I'm trying to get into Valdosta and Savannah and things like that. So Douglas, well, I have played one place in Douglas, but trying to get more places out there.
About Asta.
Brunswick and St. Simon's Island as well. Do what?
I graduated from there 16 years ago, so no connections. But I'll see if I can get Asta. Aaron, do you have something that you could play to play us out?
Oh,
there he is. There's my guy.
Hold on.
So I'll promote everything. If you give me a thumbs up, I'll promote my shit, and then we're done. We're ready. All right, guys, mickmotherwell.com. Check me out later. You can listen to this live, obviously. You probably didn't. So listen to it on mickmotherwell.com. YouTube, Spotify, CyberFMradio.com, CyberFM, Anchor, all the good shit. This episode was brought to you by YummyPreps.com. Please check those guys out. Fantastic. I'm going to leave you with Aaron Lane, who's my special guest tonight. Part 2 for him, where I promise not to get so drunk. Aaron Lane, take us away, my friend. I love you so
check.
Woo. You don't know, baby, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change if I headache my brain. You would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. It's the sunrise and those brown eyes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. Won't you? You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. The best part. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you?
On last night's episode, I told the whole world, the few listeners that I had, that it was brought to you by tastypreps.com. Well, Tasty Preps, I don't know much, but I know that they don't sponsor my show, and they probably taste like shit. They probably taste nothing like Yummy Preps. Yummy Preps. Y-U-M-M-Y, yummypreps.com. Which is, for where I live, the best locally sourced and chefed prep meal plan program that there is. Yummypreps.com. Chef Thomas Church, check it out. Yummypreps.com. And thank you for being part of the show.